Now on Coast TV News.
Cheering on an Olympian.
I feel so honored and privileged to be her mom.
Mystique Ro's watch party in Long Neck.
Christiana coming to town.
It would be nice to have opinions or options if it was just a little closer.
Plans to build a multi-million-dollar campus in Georgetown.
Lighting violations in Fenwick Island.
That wasn't done.
The debate years in the making.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
A mother's emotion watching her daughter compete in the Winter Olympics. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Christina D. Robertus. Welcome to our News at 6. Our top story tonight, family and friends coming together in Long Neck to watch one of their own on Team USA.
Mystique Ro is an Olympian from Virginia participating in a skeleton event. Mystique's mom, Nicole, moved to Long Neck 5 years ago. Today, she was surrounded by her friends and community members watching her daughter compete. Coast TV News' Brandon Ferguson live in Long Neck. Brandon, a local restaurant has become an Olympics watch party.
Maddie, the Crab Barn restaurant here in Long Neck usually opens up at 11 on Friday, but today they made a special exception. They opened up their doors a little earlier to rally around a mother watching her daughter achieve her dream. Nicole Ro watching her daughter Mystique compete in her first Olympics. Nervousness and pure excitement.
And I feel so honored and privileged to be her mom.
Ro moved to Long Neck 5 years ago, and the community has taken her in, with the Crab Barn filled up Friday morning. Ro says Mystique's journey is a story of perseverance.
She got over the loss of her brother, and he's with her always, and she talks about him and she remembers, and she's doing it because he always pushed her to do the best that she could do.
Mystique grew up in Virginia, going to Queen's University of Charlotte, setting records on the track and field team. Her mom says Mystique was originally interested in bobsledding before falling in love with skeleton. Mystique is 31 and competing in her first Olympic Games. Her mother could not be prouder.
I just love that everyone is supporting her. Some people never met her, but that doesn't matter. They just want to see her do well, and they're just so happy for her.
Sussex County supporting the Ro family and hoping for gold. Today was not a medal day, but Mystique is competing again tomorrow around noon, and there will be another watch party here at the Crab Barn. Live in Long Neck, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
And another local connection to the Olympics, Maria Frazier is the executive chef at Cafe on 26 in Ocean View. World-renowned Italian chef and the Olympics culinary director Carlo Zari started coming to Cafe on 26 when he was visiting Delaware's coast. Maria was selected to be one of 6 American chefs joining Chef Zari for the Olympics.
I don't care if I'm working, because that's what I love to do. But just to be there, the experience itself.
Now, if you've never been to the Cafe on 26, it's on Route 26 in Ocean View, and it's open Thursday through Saturday.
Speaking of the Olympics, they're airing and they're only here on Coast TV. Let's take a look at the medal count so far. Norway leading with 18 medals and 8 golds. Italy tied for first, but not as many golds. The U.S. in third with 4 gold medals, 14 medals altogether.
This does bring us right into our Coast TV poll. We're asking which Winter Olympic sport do you enjoy the most?
Let's take a look at the results. This has been fun to see. 38% say figure skating. It's had the lead the whole time, but it's fluctuated. Snowboarding, skiing, 20%. Hockey at 13%. Bobsled, luge, skeleton, 13%. And 16% for curling.
We also have a comment. This is from Wayman in Rehoboth. He says he likes snowboarding and skiing. It is really fun to watch.
I love it all. And if you haven't voted yet, please do so. CoastTV.com or our mobile app. And we'll have updates tonight at 11.
Don't forget the Winter Olympics continue until February 22nd, only here on Coast TV.
And due to the Winter Olympics until the 20th, you can catch Jeopardy on our sister station, Fox 21, at its regular time, 7:30 p.m. Same show, same time, just a different channel while the games are on.
Well, ChristianaCare is planning to build this medical center in Georgetown. Located east of Route 113 near Del Tech and Walmart, the campus would offer primary care, specialty care, and behavioral health services, along with a small hospital featuring 8 emergency department beds and 8 inpatient beds.
What we have found when we had talked to those members who live in that community is that amongst their biggest challenges is accessibility to care. They either are having really long wait times to see somebody, or they're having to travel significant distances to do so. And certainly that probably impacts the healthcare workers as well that are working in these facilities.
Christiana says this would cover most emergency services, but not everything. People needing intensive care and operating rooms or delivery rooms will still have to go elsewhere.
A dispute over lighting at the Surf Bagel restaurant in Fenwick Island today. The restaurant property owners went in front of town council to appeal a fine they received. CoastTV News reporter Drew Bellinger shows us what council decided.
Discussion underway in Fenwick Island.
Work with the town to try to address the issue.
While Balsamo Real Estate LLC appeals a more than $33,000 lighting fine said to have violated Fenwick Island town codes. That's after these lights went on in December of 2024. Fenwick Island Mayor Natalie Magdeburger says the council was left with no choice but to issue a fine to the real estate company who manages the property where Surf Bagel sits.
There was a letter sent in February, there was another letter sent in March, another letter sent in April, all asking for compliance. As it boiled down, they were able to turn the lights down, but under our code it needed to be fully shielded, and that wasn't done.
We believe that it was a fully shielded light from the jump.
Attorney Chip Armbruster, who represented the Balsamos today here at Fenwick Island Town Hall, says he feels the language surrounding the lighting ordinances is outdated and some of the requirements have gray areas. Magdeburger says the brightness of the initial lighting drew complaints from those driving by the popular breakfast spot and was not in full compliance until August of 2025. Armbruster says he was not involved until July, but found shielding for the lights in hopes of settling the issue.
Those lights that are over there today are the same lights that were installed in December. The town took the position that once those side shields were installed, we were fully compliant.
The council decided to reduce the initial fine to $6,000 and give Balsamo Real Estate 30 days to pay it. Otherwise, the fine will go back to the initial amount. In Fenwick Island, Drew Bellinger, Coast TV News.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Ocean City. A beautiful sunset. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams is tracking our weekend weather. Paul?
Right now in Laurel, we're holding at 32 degrees actually, with mainly quiet conditions, and we are expecting and anticipating that it's going to actually, we're going to set up for a pretty warm field for us actually as we go into Saturday, but tonight we'll drop down to 26 degrees. We have a trough that's just to our north at this present time, and it's creating a few extra clouds in our neck of the woods. However, we are going to continue to enjoy it, beginning to stay mainly clear. The winds right now, not so much of an albatross on our back at this point, looking at 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts, primarily out of the northwest, so it's not problematic for us at this particular juncture, which helps us out. But we are keeping a mindful eye that as we go into the weekend, we'll watch out for a chance of scattered showers for Sunday, but then it should begin to clear out for us and give us a chance of at least enjoying Valentine's Day. Coming up, we'll have more on your forecast, and we're expecting a warming trend to kick in. Till then, back to you.
New at 6, the Obesity Association and YMCA of Delaware have launched a new partnership to expand access to obesity care across the state, with a focus on Newcastle and Sussex counties. They say this effort includes a new wellness exchange hub designed to connect families with education, resources, and support. We have more news to get to this evening.
Legislative Hall projects back on the table, the millions being spent in Dover.
And we're going to warm up over the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up.
But first, the coast is full of Valentine's Day fun, but also anti-Valentine's events. If you're not feeling the love, we have your cool things to do, and we're back in just 60 seconds.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
It is Friday the 13th, but there's nothing unlucky about all the events happening this weekend. Coast TV's Christina DeRobertis has a look at your cool things to do.
Happy almost Valentine's Day to those who celebrate, but if you are not feeling lovey-dovey this weekend, there's plans for you too. The Big Chill Surf Cantina in Rehoboth Beach is hosting a Love Stinks Let's Drink party on Saturday from 7 to close. You don't need a +1 to enjoy some live music and specialty cocktails. But if you do want to celebrate love with someone, you can head to any Dogfish Head location Friday or Saturday. There's a Valentine's brunch, a Valentine's dinner, and live music all weekend. The Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce brings Delaware's largest indoor garage sale to Cape Henlopen High School on Saturday from 10 to 3. Handmade items, antiques, and more will be up for sale. Or you could walk away with a brand new boat this weekend. North Bay Marina is auctioning one off at the Ocean City Boat Show.
It's put on by the Berlin Ocean City Optimist Club, which is a service organization, and all the money, all the money is donated back in different college scholarships locally and other educational, normally youth-oriented activities that the Optimist Club supports.
The event includes hundreds of vendors and seminars at the OC Convention Center all weekend. For more details, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Coming up next, Paul Williams, who is in our Coast TV First Alert Weather Center, has your full forecast after this.
Valentine's Day, we're going to save the most wonderful warm day just for the day you and your sweetie's going to go out and enjoy yourselves. So that's what I'm going to be like that old Dave Chappelle skit. Enjoy yourself on Valentine's Day. Now we're looking at 33 degrees actually in Lewis. We're going to drop down to 28 by 10 o'clock, mostly clear skies according to our tunnel and razor camera. Now live radar is indicating just how clear we are at this point. Not a problem whatsoever. Even the small craft advisories are gone. Disappeared, no problem. Enjoy yourself. And by the way, guys, I sure hope you already got your gift together. That's just a personal message from me to you, because I forget things a lot if it weren't for my coworkers. Okay, so 36 for the high for today, and that's still much cooler than the norm for this time of the year, which is 46 degrees, 26 for the low. Now, we are expecting the temperatures to stay in the 20s for the overnight lows, 23 in Georgetown and Redden, for example. However, a little bit warmer for us actually in Rehoboth, 27 for the overnight low, 26 for the overnight low in Bethany Beach, as well as Lewis. The temperature trend, that's really what we're riding all our money on. We're pushing all our chips in for next week so that we'll ride and go up and away up to like even 57 degrees or near 60 by Wednesday. So we're going to have the average high go up up to 48, but we're going to go beyond that. So that's always a good piece of news when you're looking for much milder weather. Saturday morning, just below freezing. Saturday afternoon, we're into the 50s easily with a good deal of sunshine too. Sunday, we start off a little cloudy by mid-morning, and then Sunday around 3 o'clock, we're watching out for a couple of sprinkles to pull through. And then by Sunday evening, we're looking at these yellows, which indicate steady showers. And we'll even have a blotch of red that pops in and out pretty quickly for the late night hours. So it's going to be rocking and rolling for Sunday evening. So we're going to have cloudy skies for Sunday, for generally speaking, but temperatures will be in the 40s, not quite at 48, but still closer to the norm. So for the next 3 days, we're going to slowly progress our way that way from Chincoteague up towards Assateague. For Ocean City, we're going to start off at 46, bounce around to 41, then 43. Cloudy skies. We're looking for cloudy skies for us on Sunday going into Monday. So with that being said, let's kind of round this all out. 23 for tonight, mainly clear, chilly again. 51, mild for Valentine's Day. And then 48 on Sunday, overcast, and then the rain is going to develop. Finally, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. And next week, listen, we're going to ride those 50s till the wheels fall off, okay? 50 on Monday, 55 on Tuesday, 57 on Wednesday, 56 on Thursday, and 53 on Friday. And all of those days are above the norm for this time of the year. Voila! Everybody's been asking me to change the weather. Change has just happened.
I'll take it, Paul. Thank you. An update to a story you first saw on Coast TV News at 6. 60-year-old Vincent Spinelli is the man who died in a single car crash in Millsboro. That's according to Delaware State Police. They say at a sharp curve, Spinelli drove off the road, hit a concrete culvert pipe. The car flew into the air and overturned into trees. According to troopers, Spinelli was not wearing a seatbelt.
The Delaware Legislative Building Committee moving forward with a $23 million 3-story, 345-space parking garage that's set to begin next month. Also, a nearly $100 million Legislative Hall expansion is planned. That would add more public hearing rooms and increasing space by 73%. However, lawmakers are divided.
Being able to expand allows the people of Delaware to participate more, and that's key. And while we have a lot of other expenses to consider in this state, letting people be a part of those decisions is going to be so important.
There's been $0 for school improvement or rehabilitation this year, yet there has been $23 million put into place for this Legislative Hall parking garage. So I think it shows people exactly where the priorities are for lawmakers and the governor of Delaware.
And that parking garage is set to be complete by December.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
In the world of football, it's not uncommon for a coach to become a broadcaster. But to coach, then broadcast, then go back to the sidelines, that's pretty rare. John Gruden is the first name to come to mind. He went from Monday Night Football to the Raiders back in 2018. Sean Payton did it too, from Fox to the Broncos. And now Dustin Mills joins the list. The DSN color commentator is returning to James M. Bennett football as the head coach, and he says he learned a lot from his time in the booth.
You know, the ability to observe the game from a different perspective, both physically and kind of emotionally, and removing myself from the result of a competition and understanding, trying to figure out how did this team win the game. And being able to process that through my own thoughts without that emotional lens of, oh, we should have done this or we should have done that.
And on the court, which players made the blue-gold basketball teams? Be the first to find out. The official rosters drop live this Wednesday at 2:30 on the Delmarva Sports Network. We'll reveal every selection and spotlight the stars representing their schools in this year's game. Watch it live on DSN or stream it on our app with DSN Plus. The Blue Gold Selection Show only on the Delmarva Sports Network. That's it for sports.
Each Friday, you can cheer up with weekly good news from Coast TV. Our Feel Good Friday newsletter has features, cool things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up right now. Feel Good Friday newsletter at coasttv.com/sign up.
So we take a look right now in Ocean City. We're holding at 32 degrees, dew point temperature of 22. So, I mean, we're going to drop down to like 28 degrees as early as 10 o'clock with mostly clear skies in Ocean City. Just as a courtesy, we're looking at what's happening on Delmarva. Nothing. And we're going to warm up. Just wanted you to have that so it's clear in your head what to expect. And for tomorrow, beautiful weather, no problems. All right, Tanya Wilkins of Milton, congratulations. You're our umbrella giveaway winner, courtesy of Paul Davis, property restoration expert. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandalis, and Federico. The number to call is 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a phone call away. And then finally, here's a look at your good news. That's right, I didn't say 10 days, good news. We're talking about Saturday, high of 51, which is probably going to feel like a summer day considering the cold weather we've been through. We're going to stay at 48 on Sunday, which is the norm. And then we climb above the norm and stay that way till we get to like next weekend or whatever. But I'm not concerned about that. Monday 50, Tuesday 55, Wednesday 57, Thursday 56, Friday 53.
It looks great. Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, you can always download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.